Hey guys, welcome back to the channel again. And in this video, we will continue with the OOPS concept. Okay, so today we will talk about encapsulation, method overloading, method overriding, and abstraction. And before going ahead, we will have a quick recap what we have done in the previous session. So in the previous session, we were talking about class. Okay, and we did some hands-on like about how you can declare class and what is attributes and methods. Okay, then we talked about constructor, as I can see, yep, and attributes and how you can uh, initialize your attributes with the help of constructor. Okay, then we did some of the hands-on about like I have given you like a brief, like very small intro, I will say. Okay, very small intro about polymorphism. Okay, and don't worry if you didn't get that, like, because in today's video I will explain you what is polymorphism, because I have to uh, tell you about method overloading and overriding. Method overriding and those things are related with polymorphism. Okay, or you can say that like these tools are like a form of polymorphism. Okay, or by which you can achieve polymorphism. So I will tell you about polymorphism. Okay, once again, then I think inheritance is completed, because as I can see that we have single inheritance, multiple inheritance, and multi-level, I guess, and then we have a hybrid and hierarchical. Okay, so yeah, these things is what like we have covered in the previous session. So in today's session, I will start with the polymorphism. Okay, so remember what I told you about polymorphism is polymorphism. Okay, yep. If my spellings are mistake, forgive me. So I will have heading like this. Okay. So I told you about polymorphism that it is a like it is a simple in simple English, like it have a many form, right? So if I have to give you a very uh, a very a small definition or what is overloading and overriding. Okay, so I already have defined one definition here. Okay, so I will tell you what is that. So this is the definition. Okay, this is the definition, and this is marked down. You mark down it. Okay, so as I can see, like as you can see, like polymorphism is implementing the same thing in different ways. There are two ways you can achieve polymorphism. One is method overloading. Okay, and operator overloading, just forget about operator overloading. I will tell you about operator overloading as well. So just forget like just forget it for a while. Okay, I will tell you about operator overloading as well. So there are two ways you can achieve polymorphism. First is method overloading, and second one is like method overriding. And method overloading is also known as static polymorphism. Okay, and compile time polymorphism as well. And method overriding is also known as runtime polymorphism and dynamic polymorphism. Okay, now there are some criterias like how you can achieve like what is method overloading and method overriding. Okay, so the criteria for I told you about polymorphism, right? That polymorphism in simple word, same thing in different ways, right? You have implemented same thing but in a different way. Okay, and you can say in a very simple English, right, or in a very layman term, if I talk about polymorphism, that you define uh, you define methods, okay, with the same name but their functionalities are different, as I already shown you in the previous video. So here you can see, right? So these things are here, right? You can see. Okay, so these functionalities are like their functional, there are two different classes. Okay, and their functionality wise, like they they have two methods with the same name. Okay, but their functionalities are different. So somehow, some way you can relate this. Okay, but how you can achieve method overloading. Okay, so the criteria is very simple. Like the criteria should be fulfilled, method should be in the same class, method name should be different, name should be same, and there must be a different parameters. Okay, so you can achieve, let me have one example, class, okay, class animal, okay, okay, then have def bark, okay. Or let me have class calculator, it will be more easy for me, you as well, okay. And def add you number one, okay, then we have number two, okay, number two, then we have something called, just wait a minute, okay, then you're returning just number, okay, number one and number two, then you have same, number one, number two, we have number three, we will return this, okay, number one plus number two, number three, okay. So I have one class calculator, okay, and I have defined two method with the same name but different parameters. So this is fulfilling the criteria of method overloading, okay. So let me write here. The guy should be fulfilled by following. Yep. So the criteria should be fulfilled by following method should be in same class and method name should be same and there must be a different parameters. So as you can see, methods are in same class, okay, with same name, but the parameters are different. Okay. So this is how you can achieve the method method overloading. Okay. But there is a twist here. The twist is that okay, this is like you can achieve, you can fulfill like this, but Python don't doesn't support this. So I will write here, Python not support this. Why? Let me tell you why. Because when you write, declare one function with the same name here and here, okay, let me tell you in the very, let's suppose you define two functions, okay, sum, okay, and you are just returning as equals b, and then you are defining sum, sum a plus b plus c. I'm giving the parameters and I'm returning a plus b, b plus c. Okay. Now this, these two functions are same, right? These two functions are same, right? These two functions are same with the same name but different parameters. But what if I call sum and I give one two? Will give you an error. And what is the error here? Missing one required positional argument. Okay. But what if I give the third argument here? So I'm getting six. Okay. So how I'm getting six? Like, let me tell you. When you define two methods, or sorry, two functions, okay, two functions are there with the same name. Okay, there is two parameters, there are three parameters. Okay, so you are just defining one after other. Okay, so what is happening? First you declare this. Okay, now you declared this. So what happened? Now this function will be replaced by this one. Okay, because this got the same name, right? So now it will be replaced. This function will be replaced by this one. Okay, so or you can say like this function will be overridden by this one. Okay, so this function will be overridden by this one because at last it will always see the last, at last what you have declared this, right? Before, if I will run this here, if I will run this here, sum, okay, one and two, I'm getting the output, right? But same thing if I will do here, okay, after this, it will, it it will give you error. Why? The error is that you have declared here, right, with two arguments, okay, but just after this you have declared this with three parameters, okay. So now this function will be replaced and Python will execute, or Python will call this function, okay. But let's suppose, even though you have to execute this, like if I tell you, like taking this example, right, I will create an object obj calculator, okay, calculator, okay. And I will create an object of this and I will do add, okay. Now see, now you can see unsupported operands, okay, type or wait, yeah, mm, yep, method overloading. The criteria should be fulfilled by following method should be in same class, same method, or this that, okay. Unsupported operand types for plus calculator and init. I don't know why it is giving like this, but let's suppose I'm giving three. Oh, sorry. This I didn't forget to mention self here. Self. Remember that whenever you are writing any methods and class, you have to define self. Okay. So now six. Okay. And if I will give two arguments here, so missing one required positional argument number three. So what is happening? Okay. You define this. Okay. Now just after this you have defined this, okay. So Python will like trigger this method, okay, and it will, or you can say this function is replaced by this one. If you declare two function with same name and same class with different parameters, so remember one thing, it will always execute or it will always invoke the last one, okay. So let's suppose if I give one more thing here, def add, okay, and then I will self, okay, then I will have number one, okay, number one, okay, and then I'm just returning number one, okay, plus two, okay. Now if I will give three arguments, three will be taken, okay. I didn't create the object here. Let's suppose now it takes two positional argument but four were given. Self was not self assert, okay. So as you can see, the it is giving you an error, but why it is giving error? Just let me have three, okay, yeah. So if you will give uh, two arguments, okay, see the error takes two positional argument but three were given, okay. It is saying like it is taking two arguments as like this one, okay, but like it should be taking like one argument, but you are giving two, right? So if I have to give like this, okay, uh, so what is saying, what is the error? Add take two positional arguments but four were given, okay. So it is saying that it is taking like, why it is saying two positional arguments? mm, Wait a minute. If three, okay, so two, okay, and after well four six, okay. Now great. So I don't know why it's saying two positional arguments, but as you can see here, right, now this all function get replaced by this one, this one, in simple word, okay. So always remember, whenever you are having same name method with a different parameter within a same class, it will always invoke the last one, okay. It doesn't matter, and like all in all other programming, if you are coming with coming from if you're coming from Java or any language, okay, there you got like in there in those language, the like compiler automatically detects, okay, whenever you're passing, if you pass two arguments, okay, this function will be called. If you're passing three arguments, this function will be called. If you're passing one argument, this function will be called, okay. You don't have to do anything. But in Python, it is not like that. It will always replace the last it will be, all the function will be get overridden by the last one, okay. As simple as that. But even after that, if you want to achieve polymorphism, and you have to give some behavior like which behaves like a polymorphism, like method overloading. So method overloading polymorphism, I will say, or static time polymorphism, or sorry, compile time polymorphism, or static polymorphism. Okay, so remember one thing, let me write here. Method overloading is compile time polymorphism. This same thing is for static polymorphism. Okay, these things are same. Okay, you don't have to worry. There's a naming convention, but these are same, right? Uh, these these are same. So 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 I hope you're getting it. What is the idea behind method overloading? So the idea behind method overloading was to have different method in same class with this, like, method should be same, right, with the different parameters, and their functionality should be different. So this was the idea behind method overloading, in like in a general oops concept. Okay, so as you can see, if you write this code in Java, right, so what will happen if you will pass two arguments? Okay, so it is a method overloading. So what is happening, you have a same name, right, a same method name, same method name, add. Okay, with a different parameters. We have two parameters, here we have three parameters, here we have one parameters. Okay, now in Java it will automatically detect. Okay, you don't have to mention specifically, right? If you give two arguments, this function will be called. If you will give three arguments, this function will be called, or this method will be called. Or if you pass one argument, this function will be called. Okay, but now in Python, it, like I already told you, right, that Python do not support this. So if you want to achieve some time, like even after even after this is not supported by Python, how you can achieve this? So there is a way, like you can say that if I will write class, okay, and calculator, or I will write just one thing, okay, and I will write this one, okay. And I will give num3, okay. If num2 and num3 is null, if is none, okay, then return num1, num1 else, if num3 is none, then return num1 plus num2, and then return. Okay. And out of the function, indentation is required. Yeah, indentation is required. Okay, sorry. Okay, first tab, first tab, first tab, shift plus tab, and first tab Y. Okay, okay, no problem. Problem method. Now if I will create an object of calculator, try to understand this. I will tell you what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Let's suppose you have given one argument for the same operator and type. Mm, why am I? And none. Okay. Both are none. And it's no one. Well, that's not none. Okay. That's still fat. Num two. Okay. Okay. Three. Nothing. I'm sorry. If number one and number two is done. Just wait a minute, guys. What's happening? Okay, so you can see. Okay, so with two. Okay, why hello is coming? Okay, or I'll have four. Then I will have, and I will have three. Okay, so now you can see that here somewhere it is behaving like a method overloading, and we can see like we can achieve somehow. So how I achieved this, like how I did this, I didn't like achieve method overloading exactly, but it the same method is behaving like achieving somehow. So how I did so, so as you can see with the one parameters it is giving you the argument. Okay, with two parameters or with three arguments, okay, everything is like giving you the output, right? So what I have done here, so I hope you're getting this what I have done here. So if you're not getting this, let me tell you. So remember while showing you the function while telling you the function. Okay, I hope you're following the series. Okay, so in the series I told you about functions, right? So, so let me have b here as none. Okay, and let me have written or written anything a plus b, and let me have anything, have one here. Okay, or let me have one. Okay, now if I will call this function this sum. Okay, it is giving you the output. Okay, even though we have given two parameters here. Okay, and I didn't pass any argument here. I have given two parameters here, but I didn't pass any argument here, even though it is giving you the output. How? So remember, like what I have done here, I provided by default values here. So this is how you can provide a by default values in your functions or in your method as well. So if you provided like, okay, if you will provide that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1. Okay, so what is happening here, that if you will provide value a, the value of a and b, okay, then what will happen, this a will be replaced by the argument what you have, whatever you have passed. Okay, and with the same with the b. Okay, so if you didn't provide anything, okay, it by default value will be 1 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2, so that is why it is returning you 2. Okay, let me give you one thing. Let me, so now it is giving you 3. How? So I have just provided one value, so one value will be getting to a. Okay, this value, so this starts from left to right. Okay, let me tell you, left, right to left, I guess. Right, left to right. Sorry, left to right. So what is happening, what is happening here, that I provided 2, right? and 2 will be replaced by this one, like your by default value. What was the by default value in a was 1. Okay, now you pass 2 here, so 2 will be 2 will be getting stored in a, and now what you're returning a plus b. Okay, so a, what we have a, let me show you, print a and b, and b, yeah. So in A, I have to, let me tell you before that, 1 1, and it is returning you 2. Okay, let me have 2 here. Okay, so 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, and let me have 5 here as well. So the value of A is the value of A is 2, and the value of B is 5. So this is how you can provide by default values in your function. Okay, I hope you got it. If you didn't got it, just do some hands on, it will be more clear. Okay, now what I have done, I've just provided none. Okay, none is nothing, right? I just provided by default values none. So what is happening here, I'm checking if number 1 is none and number 2 is none. So what's happening when I'm passing 1 here, one argument here, so this one will be getting stored in num1. As I told you, it start from left to right. Okay, this is from left to right. Okay, so this one will be stored in here, this value will be stored here. Let me tell you, num1, I will print num2, and num3. Okay, so as you can see, in number one, I got one value. If I will do two, so I got two, and then if I will say three, so I get three, and none. Okay, now what is happening, so I have applied one condition. If number two is none and number three is none, just return number one plus number two. So number one, I what I have given sorry, three, and three plus two is five, so five was returning. Okay, from here itself. Then what I'm saying, if number three is none, okay, I'm just checking number three. Okay, if number three is return none, that's return me number one plus number two. So this is what I'm getting. Okay, if I will this, so number one is four, number two is two, number three is none. Okay, so this condition got satisfied. So this is the output of this, return number one plus number two. So I'm getting six. Okay, and if I will do this, so here nothing, none of the condition got satisfied, and in return I have written number one plus number two and number three. Okay, so this is how I'm getting it. I hope things are getting cleared. So you can see this fun. Okay, if you're coding with me, just try to do by yourself. Okay, and then we have a concept of method overriding. Right, what is the uh, what is the criteria of that? I will tell you. Just see, if you're if you're coding with me, just try to copy it, because it is not a live class, so I can't provide you the code. Okay, so now let's see, like, what is method overriding. Okay, this is the criteria for method when these criteria should be fulfilled. Method should be in different class, method name should be same, and parameter should be same. Okay, so what is happening here, let me tell you. So this is the criteria for method overloading. Okay, oh sorry, method overriding. So the concept of method overriding is, let's suppose I have a class. Okay, let's suppose I have a class animal. Okay, and then we have def eating, right? Eating graphs. Okay, syntax is, I'm sorry, I'm passing here. Let me have self. Okay, right. Okay, so this is the class. Okay, and now suppose, let's suppose I have a class lion. Okay, and in lion, okay, let's suppose for now just pass. Okay, me do pass. Okay, I have created an object of a class, object of a lion. Okay, and then I have obj dot eating. Okay, I'm calling. So, or let me have one more class here. Class have. Okay, and this is also animal and person. Okay, so I have a line class. Okay, I have one class, super class. This is my super class. Or just try to have a naming convention in your mind. This is super class, super class, or parent class. Okay, this is um this is child class, child class. Okay, and this is also child class, child class. Okay, now what is happening here? That I have declared one a class called animal. Okay, with a one method. Okay, okay, one method which is eating, right? And it is just printing eating grass. Okay, and then I have a cow class, and then I have a land class. Okay, and this land class, this cow class is also inheriting the inheriting the functionality of animal, and the land class is also inheriting the functionality of animal. Okay, since I'm inheriting, and I hope inheritance concept is clear because I already told you in the previous session. I hope yes, I did. So if it didn't get the inheritance concept, please try to just revise itself, because yeah, see, as everything gets explained in a very beautiful manner. So you can watch that video as well. So now these things, like I hope these things are clear what I'm doing here. So I'm nothing, I'm not declaring any attribute or methods here in cow class, and with the same with the animal, oh sorry, lion. Okay, now since I'm inheriting the functionalities of animal, so I got all the methods and all the methods and attributes of animal. Since so you can see, right, object dot eating. From eating, from where I'm getting eating from here. Why? Because I'm inheriting the animal class here, because in animal I don't have any methods called eating, right? And same as if I will make object of cow, obj small cow, let's say. Okay, small cow. Okay, and then cow, the eating. Then in same in the both here and here, I'm getting the functionality of parent class, because I'm inheriting. Okay, I'm inheriting here, you can see, right? Now you can see with respect to cow, right? With respect to cow, okay, this is eating is pretty much obvious, right? Cow eats a grass. But with respect to an lion, right, it is not, it is not familiar, like it is lion do not eat grass, right? So what if you want to override this method? How you can override? Simple, right? How you can override? You can override by just doing eating. Okay, and self. Okay, then you can print eating need. Since till now, okay, till now I'm executing. Okay, I just made few changes here. I didn't executed this block of code. Okay, till now, see the result. What we are getting? Eating object. Let's suppose I'm having a small line. Okay, line, line. Okay, I just changed the variable name here, line and line. So in line I'm eating grass. Okay, in cow I'm eating grass. But since land do not eat grass, right? So if I change it, now what is happening? See the magic. So what is happening, that since you have declared a function method here, okay, so this is overridden. Now this function got overridden. So in cow you will get the same result as it was previously. In the cow you will have eating grass, okay. But since you have declared a method with the same name, with the same parameter, okay, now this when you're saying land dot eating, right, this block of code will be executed, or this functionality will be executed. So this is the concept of overriding. So overriding is nothing but when you would when like see the definition here. What is the definition? The criteria should be fulfilled, that method should be in name should be same parameter should be given, okay. And let me have a code here. Same parameter should be given, or I will write for method overloading. The methods name should be same with same params, okay, but in different class, okay. Now we fulfilled all the criteria. The method name should be same with same params, okay, but in different class. So as you can see, the name are same. These the eating, okay, both are in different class, okay. And their parameters are same, that even here I don't have any parameter, even here I don't have any parameters, okay. So this is how you can achieve uh, I'm sorry why I'm written method overloading here. Method overriding will be here. Okay, method over method overriding will be here. Yeah. So, I hope my spellings are good. There was a double R. Okay, forgive me. Why? Let me change it. Over method writing. Method overriding. It will be okay. Sorry guys. Method method overriding. Spelling the spelling is right. Is writing. Just didn't I don't focus on the spelling, to be very honest. The concept should be clear. Okay. The concept behind method overriding is this. Okay. I hope things are getting cleared. If not, like please do comment and ask the question as many as you can. Okay. Now the concept of encapsulation comes. Okay. So what is encapsulation? If I will say what is encapsulation? So I have a definition for that as well. Let me copy it for you. So, encapsulation in short, what if I have to tell you, encapsulation is nothing but you have to bind up something, right? When you have to bind up something in the same class, okay, with some prediction, okay, then you use like encapsulation. So, let me have raw data, let me have heading, okay, encapsulation. This is the yeah, yeah. Encapsulation, and this we bind to function and attribute of class with the help of access modifier. By default, it is public and it can access only by any function in any class. Private, we have you can't access access declare attribute and function outside of the class, and protected access by the class and inherited class. Okay, what that mean? Encapsulation is nothing but when you're binding up the data or methods or attribute in a same class and with the help of access modifier. So what is access modifier? I will tell you. Okay, so in short, if you want to have you, if you want to, you have any attribute, and you want, and you have any methods in your class. Okay, in a class you have any method or any attribute which you don't want to like you don't want to expose it to anyone. Okay, like let's suppose if if I want to just do one thing like this. let's suppose i have I'm maintaining any security groups. Okay, so I have a security. Okay, security groups. Okay, I have a class of security groups. Okay, and I have a group. I have an attribute. Let's suppose I have a def. I have a def function. I hope this function, you all know what this function is. Definite. And then I have something called self, and then keys. Okay. Now self, the keys equal to keys. Okay. Now you have to make class or security group AC, and then we have security groups. Okay, and I'm passing keys. Okay, so let's suppose this key is something of your database, right, or password of your database. Okay, so it will be more clear if I will write password. Okay, password. Okay, and let's suppose you have password like welcome 1 2 3. Okay, now if I want to, if anyone create a object of this class. Okay, and if anyone to tab. Okay, see, you got the password. Okay, like someone initialized this password. Okay, someone initialized this password, but after initializing, okay, if anyone will create a group or anyone create a object of this class. Okay, those keys are like are accessible. Okay, now if I will create any more group, like let's suppose I will create any mm, sg2. Okay, and then if you want to give, or let me have one thing, let me have class security groups mm, two, right? Okay. I'm just so I have two security groups now. Let me have here these things here. So I have one security group and I have second security group. You have two class. Okay, and this, let's suppose this is self dot self dot. Let's suppose I have anything. Let's suppose I have a location. Or let's suppose I have a title, or title of like title database. Okay. Now, if I will execute this, I have two things here. Keys. Okay, you have now attribute keys. Okay, I have a password. 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 Okay, and now if I have sc dot title, so title is database. So this is the password of database. Okay, and this security group true. I have a inheriting like security groups. Okay, so if I will create an object of sg2 sg2 yeah, 2 2 missing one parameters. Why? Okay, let me tell you one thing. Sorry guys, I have done a big blunder here. I have to change few things. You don't have to give constructor here. Let's suppose I'm sorry, I'm extremely sorry. So let's suppose you have a password and you have a title here. This class. Okay. Now if I will do welcome 123. Okay. Now you don't have to mention anything. And if I will give one thing here, SG2, and then we have a security with 2. Okay. And I will do SG2. Okay. Dot password. I got the password. SG2 dot SG2 dot title. Okay. In the both the cases, what I want to tell you in encapsulation, that encapsulation like we bind the function with the access modifier. Okay, so now you can see I have declared these things, password and title here in security group 1. Okay, now I don't want to uh, I don't want this password. Okay, I want title. Okay, so if anyone inheriting this this class, okay, so I want that it that class will be like that class object will be have a access of this title, but it should not be it should not access of this password, since like in like I have created SC, right? So I have SC password and SC title. Okay, but even after like having created SG2 with the security group 2, okay, I'm getting the password, I'm getting the title. What I want that it should only get the title, not the password. Okay, so how you can do so here, the concept of access modi and access modifiers and encapsulation comes. Okay, here's here's concept concept of of, of access modifiers modifiers and mm, calculations. Okay, so what happened here that we have two, three access modifier: public, protected, protected, then another one is private, private. Okay, and these are the access modifiers. Okay, public, protected, and private. Okay, so what happened if you don't mention anything? Since here, these are public, these are public by default. You can say I will write here by default. The by default the attribute by default the attributes attributes and by default the attributes and security groups default the attributes is in public mode, which means it can be accessible from anywhere. Okay, then we have a, if you want to make it protected, okay, you don't have to do anything, you just do one thing here, just add one underscore here and here. Just now this is your this is your sorry, protected mode, protected mode, which can be accessible from class and mm, inherited class. Okay, and then we have something called, then we have something called private. Private. Okay, and you have to give two underscore here, two underscore here. It can be accessible from class only. So let's see the difference. What is the difference between? Let's suppose if I create the class object of SC2 security group 2, okay, if I will just do SG2, now what we have password. Okay, we have a password here. Okay, wait just wait a minute. So yeah, uh, this is what I was telling you. If I will do sg2 dot security groups 2, okay, to sg dot score, and then I have password, I'm able to access it, right? But this is your protected mode, okay. I cannot access it directly from anywhere. I can just access it with the class and inherited class, okay. And this is private. This is private, okay. So there's a single, let me write it will be declared declared with single underscore, and protector will be declared with a single underscore, and private will be again declared with the double underscore, okay. Now if I will make a object of this class, okay, see the difference. Sg dot security groups 2, okay. Now if I will try to access, okay, sg dot underscore 2, see I'm not getting anything. Let's suppose even after this I'm writing password, password, okay. See, it's saying the, I'm getting the error. The security group has no attribute called password. Okay, let's suppose if I just declare, make it a public here. Public. This is public. Okay. So password I'm not able to access. Okay. But if I will write title, right? Title. Okay. I'm able to access the title. Okay. So this is my public. So that's why I'm able to access this. This with double underscore. This is private. So this will be accessible only by the class. Okay, not even with not even by the uh, inherited class, okay. And now here this protected will be accessible by the class and inherited class as well, okay. And this public can be this without any underscore. By default we declared like this, okay. This is the public, these are the public's attributes, so these can be accessible from anywhere. And the private and the protected, you can access it from the class and inherited class, and in private you cannot access it from the inherited class. It can be accessible from the class only, okay. So these are the difference, okay. And by this you can make a by this you can make a this here I'm declared the attributes as public, protected, and private. What if I have to declare a method as well? So for method, just do one thing, def, okay. Okay, if I will, let's have like showing password, okay. Password, showing password, showing, okay. I have a self, password. Okay, and I have self, and then I will return. Oh, this is my password. Okay, and this will be a string, and this will be the password. Okay, and same goes for this as well. Same thing I will apply here. First tab. Okay. Okay. I will make this as a protected. So protected, how you can make a protected? Okay, with a single, sorry, with a single underscore. Now this method is this method is protected because it is starting with single underscore. Okay, now similar thing I can define here. Okay, this method is private because it is starting with double underscore, double underscore. Okay, that's a okay. Same thing. This attribute I will say. Okay, this will be good. So we'll write like this. This this attribute is private. This attribute is private because it is starting from similar. I will write this. I will have to change only to be more clear to you all. We'll revise it going further. Method is attributes, and this is we'll try here as well. That which were public, because it is not public. This is public. Okay. So now I have three things here. So I have just made I have to make one underscore here. So now this thing you can access sg dot. You have to make sg dot showing showing password. Okay, showing password C. Not define. Okay, I have to give underscore here as well. Okay. Okay, I have to pass this from here. So self dot underscore I have to write self dot underscore. Yep. So there were some more concept here. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. If you are accessing anything inside a function, right, and then you declared in here, right? You have to use self. Okay. Let me tell you here. Let me have something here. Def. Okay. I'm just giving you demo. Okay. Demo. This is a class. Okay. This is a class. And here I have def def init def init def init okay, class demo. Okay, and we have def init self right, self dot name, and just return me or I'm returning self dot name equal to name. Okay, name. Okay, and now we have def name, showing name, showing name, showing name, showing name. And I will self, and I will just return this hot. My name is my name is okay. And if we'll create an object of that class demo, and just give any name. Let me have uh, any name John here. Okay, John. Okay. Let me have anything like John as well. Okay, and then we have object dot name. Why? Why? Oh, sorry. Showing name is not defined, so you can say you will get an error. Okay, so if you want to access it, then you have to write self here always. If you want to access any variable of a class, just write self dot name. When now you can access. So this was the error here. Now uh, I hope things are clear. So now this thing is here that you can make an uh, make an protected attribute, protected methods. Okay, protect uh, private methods and private methods and private uh, attributes. Okay, and by doing all this you are achieving encapsulation. So what is encapsulation in short? Encapsulation nothing but just you are binding something in a class which you don't want to expose. You don't want anyone to like coming directly and just get access. Okay, so you are just binding those things in the same class with the access modifier. Okay, so definition is already here. Okay, encapsulation is in this we bind the function and attribute of a class with the help of access modifier. By default it is public and it is accessed by any function or in any class. Okay, then we have private. We can access declared attributes and function outside of the class. Okay, we cannot access the undeclared attribute. We cannot access let me have, I'm sorry, I just written those things in a very hurry up manner. Okay, so my English. Okay. So in encapsulation, in encapsulation, we bind up, bind up the bind up the data with the the help of this device. In general, in general, my spellings are getting. Just forget my spelling. Let me have what is happening. Yeah, previously I was writing. Sorry, general. In general, we have three modifiers: private, public, the default one, default one, declared by single underscore private can be declared by double underscore underscore. Okay, can be which can yep, and all the functionality I already told you, right? So this is the definition, basic definition. Away. Now we have something called abstraction. If you're writing the code, you can write it. Let me have a small screen. So all the code is here. Okay, and let's have a 5 minute break. Okay, so and let's have a 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. Stop the timer. You have 25 seconds more if you want to do something or you're doing anything. You have 25 seconds, but now we will focus on one thing. So, sometime in interviews, okay, in an interview, they may ask you that you access anyhow private attributes by um, heritage class. Yep. Or so sometimes in an interview they may ask you ask you that can you access anyhow the private attributes by inherited class. So what would be the answer? So yes, there's one way. Not actually you can access, but I will show you. If you, they will give you like they will create one scenario. They will give you an private variable and like this. Okay. This is a this is a second class, okay, and they will say like, okay, now can you just please achieve, like, can you show me the password? What is the password? Without creating any without creating uh, object of this class. With this class, can you, with this class, with this object, can you just show me how you can access the password? So there's one way you can say, okay. So it is nothing but when you will do self dot again and make this method as public. Okay, now what will happen if we will do just showing password? Okay, my password is, let me have one thing here. you can you can see the password, okay, without creating an object of this class, okay. And you can see what I have done. I use this private mm, attribute, and private attribute can be accessible within a class. So within a class I just created an one method which is public, okay. Since it is public, that then this object have access of this, okay. Now in this public methods, okay, I'm just doing one thing. I'm just returning the password, okay, because since this is a method of this class, okay, and public private method can be accessible within a class. So this method is within a class, okay, and since this is a public, this object have access of this public method. As simple as that, okay. Now the concept of abstraction come, okay. Now the concept of just wait a minute, guys, just wait a minute, okay. And this is abstraction method. I have written abstraction method, abstraction, okay. Mark down this is heading. What does abstraction have to write? Abstraction, write abstraction, okay. Now what is abstraction? So for abstraction I have definition, okay. So, in simple word, abstraction is nothing but when you want to hide some complicated implementation, or you don't want to show the implementation to the outer world. Okay, there you can use abstraction. So, if you will read a definition, okay, abstraction is nothing but a fundamental concept in computer science, and this and that, and then implementation details of yep, only the necessary functionality to the outside world. It allowed programmer to focus on essential feature of an object or a system without getting bogged down with the unnecessary detail in Python. Abstraction is often achieved through the use of classes and interfaces. Okay, so what happened? I have one example here. Okay, I will give you a very short overview here. Okay, brother, the video is getting too long, so we will be continuing this session in the next video. But let me tell you what is abstraction here. Okay, what is abstraction here? So you might be thinking, what is this and that? Like in the next video, it will be clear what is this and that. Okay, like this is what is this from ABC import ABC and abstract method. So remember one thing in abstraction class. Okay, I will tell you very. It will be very short intro. In abstraction class, you hide the data or you hide the implementation. Okay, and every abstract class, okay, will have a abstract method which will be not declared within a class. So as you can see, I have a, I have abstract class. Okay, I have abstract class. Okay, I have one abstract method, and this is how you declared abstract method. Okay, at the rate abstract method, and I just declared. I just defined a name, and I'm not declaring anything. I'm just passing, and then I'm inheriting this class here. Okay, and now I'm overriding this. Okay, this area method or their area method. Okay, here. Okay, same thing I'm doing here. Okay, here as well. So this is how abstraction work. This is a very short intro. I know. I'm like, I think like video is getting too long. That's why I'm just leaving it here. Okay. In the next session, what we'll do, we covered almost everything in Python, right? So what I'm thinking, right, in the next video, it will be a it will take one more video, okay, to clear oops, I guess. Okay, after that, I will have some practice video. Okay, we will do practice. One quick revision will be there. Okay, one short video. Okay, it will be a long video, I guess. Yep. So in that video, in one shot, if you didn't watch anything, okay, you will get a one shot video. So you will have a good revision there itself. Okay, and after that there will be a coding question, practice question, and then we will heading toward Flask, and then we will have some projects and all that. So till then, like, let's see how much we can cover in the next video. Okay, and it will be covered for sure, like it will be covered. Okay, and if you're not getting anything, please comment down below. Okay, and if you have any doubt or anything, right, you can comment down below and do practice. If you're not getting anything, just do practice, try to Google itself. Okay, and even I'm wrong somewhere, okay, please comment down below that you are wrong, because there's a lot of stuff, right, and we all are human. I already told you, right, people do mistakes, even I will do mistakes, and if you will correct me, most welcome, right? But don't sit and just watch blindly. Okay, just it will be not good for you as well as not for me. Okay, if I'm doing any mistake, just please, it will be my pleasure that if you just say or comment down below anywhere, like you taught this wrong or I'm wrong anywhere. Okay, now I think we have covered a lot today. Okay, I think this might be a little bit complicated for the newcomers or who is like new to oops. Okay, but trust me, once you will get these things, this will be on your fingertip. Like, this is very easy. This is just nothing, but this is oops is what? Oops is nothing. Oops is just a this is how oops is just like how you have to write a code, how you have to structure a code, how you have to uh, write a code in a modular format. And not only oops, there are lot of programming, I will say, uh, design, right, design or structure, right? You can Google itself and you will find lot more things. Not only oops, there are a lot money, lot more things you can, how you can design and how you can format and you can write the modular code. Okay, so yeah, this is for today. I hope you're getting it. I hope you're enjoying the playlist. Okay, I will meet you in the next video. Till then, take care.